Yeti, are you ready for today's story? Yeti? Where did you go?
Go!
Ooh.
Classic jump out and scare you prank.
Oh, Yeti, you scared the sprinkles out of me.
I've been waiting forever to do that to you. It was totally worth it.
Well, you might want to listen closely to this story because it's about someone who learned a very important lesson about not playing tricks on people.
Oh, was it a good trick or a bad one?
You're just gonna have to wait and see. Don't worry, there's some magic and some mystery, and maybe a lesson or two.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Let's begin. The Not a Swan Maiden. In a forest deep where the tall trees sway, a hunter strutted at close of day. His boots were polished, his tunic bright. He posed in sunbeams just so for the light. He fancied himself quite dashing and bold, though his stories were taller than trolls of old. With a twirl of his mustache and flair in his stride, he wandered wherever his ego would guide. Then, lo, a glimmer, a splash in the lake. A maiden so fair he did a double take. She swam in a circle, serene and divine, while a cloak of white feathers lay out in a line. "A Swan Maiden," he whispered, eyes gleaming with glee. "This is my moment, she won't fly from me." He snatched up the cloak quick as a fox and stashed it away behind some rocks. She stepped from the water, radiant, calm. He struck his best pose with a rose in his palm. "Well, hello, my dear bird," he said with a wink. "Join me for supper, perhaps with a drink?" She looked him up and down, then shrugged. "All right." He preened with delight, his chest puffed tight. They dined on wild berries and roots by fire, and he boasted of deeds that grew ever higher. "I once tamed a bear with a single glare, and danced through a landslide without mussing my hair." She smirked at his flair, but played along, sipping cool water as he sang his own song. At last she stood. "The sun's nearly set. I must go now, my sisters will fret." He froze for a moment, then gave a tight grin. "Funny you should mention that. You can't quite begin." "Can't?" she repeated, her tone going flat. He chuckled, but sweat pooled under his hat. "You see, your cloak, it's safe, never fear. But I've hidden it somewhere, not very near." A silence fell heavy, sharp as a knife. Then she hissed. Oh dear, he feared for his life. Her eyes turned wild, her tilted neck gave a crack, and suddenly he knew it was too late to turn back. With a shriek from the deep and a flurry of flaps, she clobbered him thrice, and then bit both his traps. She kicked him, she walloped, she battered with grace, then thundered, "Return it, or I peck your face." He led her in terror to where it was stashed, tripping and blubbering, properly thrashed. She snatched up the cloak with a sniff of disdain and wrapped it around him, ignoring his pain. She waddled a few steps, gave one final glare, then spread out her wings and took to the air. She soared through the sky with victorious might, a honking blur in the fading light. Beware the pond, the fiend on the loose. It is a beautiful summer evening, and she is a horrible goose. The end.
And that was a story about someone who learned a very important lesson, that playing tricks on people is not always the best way to get what you want.
Yeah, even if the trick is really, really funny.
Especially then.
So, I guess I owe you a unscary surprise?
How about a snack surprise?
Oh, I love snacks. How about marshmallow sandwiches?
Only if you promise to not jump out and scare me anymore.
No more sneaky surprises.
Thank you for joining us on Puppet Storytime Adventures.
Bye.
Hi, I'm Miss Amanda. I'm so glad you're here. We'll laugh and read and fill the air with cheer. Grab a book, let's take a look. Adventures are waiting, just open the book. Welcome to Puppet Storytime Adventures, where